There's not really much calculus in these except for just deriving those again if you wanted to try to do it, you know. Starting with acceleration, getting this, and then getting this. But how do you solve this first problem? How do you figure out your velocity when you're hitting the water? Anyone have any ideas? Omina?
I think first you have to solve for time.
Yes.
And then you can solve for velocity.
Yeah, you have to solve for time first. You have to figure out, because you don't have enough information in here to solve for that velocity. But what you could do is figure out how much time it takes to go this 10 meters. So, like, what did you plug into this equation?
So that's position. So you know that the final position is 0
Yes.
to hit the water.
Yep.
And your initial position is 10 meters.
Initial position is 10. And do I have an initial velocity if you're just stepping off?
No, it's 0.
This is 0 too. So then this is 0. And solve that for t. And check your partner's work. Make sure that people have been having trouble with this algebra. Just make sure they're all good. How do you work your way through it? Let's solve this problem. Again, and check in with them. Just make sure it's all good. You know, some people get stuck on the stuff and they try to hide and stuff. No reason to. It's a little tricky. It takes a little refresher, and then you'll get it. So just ask, you know, how do you even solve this? What was the 9.8? Gravity on Earth. That's A. 9.8 meters per second squared. Good question. So this one's a little harder than a Jedi mind trick, so it might take a little algebra. You could try. Yeah. This is the physics equation, yeah. Oh, is it another one? Yeah, we're actually gonna derive some of those other ones too. We're gonna derive like the we're gonna be using all of them today, so it should be fun. All right. So again, what I would do, you guys, again, I would bring this over to the other side. You can bring it either way, make it positive, and then just start getting everything away from the t. So 9.8 t squared equals 20. And then divide by 9.8, and t equals what? 1.42. So like, and here's a good call. I like David rounded this to 3 decimal places. Very good. But I would be careful of, since my final answer is asking you actually for the velocity, if you round this to 3 and then you plug it into something, you might be off a little. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying, Joanna? So be careful. What I would do is either store that number exactly into your calculator, or like go to more decimals, so that when you plug in to here now, you'll get the you can get that accurate to 3 decimals. You know what I'm saying? Because you won't know what you got wrong on the test. You'll just get a score. And if you got attacked by that a bunch of times, that would just be annoying. You know? So things to keep in mind, like how to solve to make sure you get the full point. Then you take this, you plug it back into V of t, and how fast you hitting this thing? 14 point. Oh yeah, you know if that is actually, it is exact. So V of this time. Okay. Yeah. So what do you guys in part B when you have an initial velocity? V, you have an initial velocity of what?
-2.
Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Are you going up or down? Are you jumping up or shooting like a cannon down? What did you call acceleration? Did you call your acceleration positive or negative?
The acceleration in the first one.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, if you call that acceleration negative, so negative is down, and if you go initial velocity up, that should be +2. But you can flip your whole system.
Right.
Either way you want.
If I use a positive acceleration, that would be.
Then you'd have a negative velocity here.
That would be opposite.
So this is 10. Everyone else should have, if you call down negative, this should be 2 meters per second. Okay? If you call down negative and up positive. So acceleration's going down, velocity's going up. So what is your position function in this case? S of t equals plus 2t plus 10. And I want to know when this equals 0. The time when that will equal 0. How do you solve for that? Graph it. And what are you looking for on the graph?
0.
When the graph equals 0. It's a quadratic. Solve it. Solve for the time, and you should get a positive and negative time. And which one should you use? Yeah, the negative in this case wouldn't make sense, because that'd be like going back in time. But the positive number would work, and you take that and you plug it into your velocity equation. Again, get a number and check it with your group. Did anyone get a number for the velocity?
18.14.
18.14.